Hey, witchy. Ooh, you're a store. That's great. Purple and black hats. Oh, there's another person. Ayla's Witch Quest. Kill 20 rats. Yeah, I can do that. But right now, let's continue exploring. An empty house. Perfect place to go to sleep. This is nice. Taking a break. No monsters after us. It's times like these that this game... What? What the... Who would have known that there was a secret area that teleports you from that bed? Seriously, that's awesome. Right? And so far, this is the best music of the game I've heard so far. These darkened squares you don't want to touch, or they're going to teleport you out. And if you stay in this area too long, you're going to get teleported out anyhow, so you're kind of on a time limit. They only give you about enough time to screw up twice before they kick you out. So, as you can see beforehand, not every path led the correct one, or whatever. Nice. They actually built a pretty big area down here, but they only really use one part of it, which is kind of odd. This whole area downwards isn't really used for anything, it's just there. At least that's the last time I looked at it, it didn't have any purpose. What you really want to do, if you decide to come down here, is to go up this way. End up in here. It's been a while since I've done this, so I'm probably going to make a couple mistakes. There's no reason to rush here. There's no teleporting out if you take too long, so pretty much just wander about in here until you reach the staircase. Downwards towards it, then head back up, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly where you would do that at. Maybe it's over here? But now I'm kind of stuck. So maybe I should retrace my steps. Yeah, probably should do that. Come on. made it up. Now there's actually several doors along this floor. There's one that we just passed up, and then I believe there's 2 over here, and only 1 out of the 3 doors are correct. I think it might be to this one. No, it's not. It's the second one. These ones are fairly more easy than the first one. At least in my opinion. There's actually 2 sets of stairs here, but you never actually use one of them. Okay. I think this is the only door up here yet, is. And this one's very easy. Or wait. Yeah, it's the other way. And then this door. Then you head right over here. And we're finally at the top. Took us a little bit of time, but not anything too difficult. More of a puzzle than anything, no fighting. Or at least until we get up here. There are enemies in this room. They're not very strong. I'm gonna let one kill me because it's easier to just let them kill me and warp me back to town than... As you can see, we picked up a warlock sword there. There's 1 of 2 drops that will always be here. Or actually, they're on a time... What just happened to my warlock sword? But, there'll always either be 1 of 2 drops here. Either a warlock sword or a crescent staff. It's usually the warlock swords, though. And the warlock sword is usually the first weapon I pick up after I get out of the tutorial, because it's so easy to get. You just have to go here, waste a little time getting up here, since most people don't come up here. You also got a free 50 gold out of it too, if you're lucky. I believe it takes an hour or an hour and a half for the main chest with the sword or staff in it to respawn. So you can't just sit here and really wait 5 minutes and have another one respawn right away. It does take time. Okay, I have to relog. Interesting glitch. Alright, it is back, so this is what it looks like. It actually looks pretty decent for pretty much a starter sword, really. It's not much stronger than the small sword that we had. These are the enemies up here on death. We could kill it if we really wanted to, but as I said, it's easier for them to kill me, so I warp all the way back to town instead of going through that tower and all the maze junk again, so... And there's no penalty of dying in this game. back in the sheep area. Luckily though, we're level 5, so we don't have to stay in here. This isn't Tabea, where they take away 10% of your experience. Man, I hate that game for that one reason alone. It's impossible to level up. Alright, we're back in town. Rat tail. I do believe we have a quest going where we have to kill rats. Town board. Nothing really going on. I don't care for guilds, seeing as I find them to be a waste of time. There's no real advantage to them. Immediately as I say that, I'm asked to join a guild. Wonderful. I did pick up some health potions while I was killing sheep. I bought them in a bulk for pretty cheap. The best place to kill rats is actually under the town. But let me show you this area real quickly. I still find this to be part of the town, but it's in another area. This area contains an inn, the sword and shield shop, and I think one other building that I never go into, so if you come here, you can register to be a citizen here, and you'll spawn here when you die. There's other towns that you can do registration services in and spawn there when you die. We'll see another potential spawn point of a town pretty soon, actually. There's a certain village around that's pretty good for gold drops, especially when you're starting out. Seeing as the enemies tend to drop something around the range of 30 to 50 gold a lot of times. And generally the drops we've been getting have been something like 10 gold from sheep and stuff like that. Wow, the music kind of stops suddenly there and then starts up immediately again. Wonderful. I just decided to sell my small sword, seeing as I don't need it anymore. This warlock sword's gonna cover me for a while. In fact, the warlock sword is something that you need to craft into certain things too, so it is reasonable to keep it. Crowclaw. Things like crowclaws and rat tails you can sell to the witch, so it is worthwhile when you're starting out to pick these things up, seeing as they are kind of worth, I think, like 15 gold a piece. So not that bad. You really do need a little bit of gold when you're starting out, or you won't be able to buy anything decent.